I'm again on a new journey with Vietnam Discovery. And my destination this time also intrigues me immediately. This is the place where tradition and modernity come together. Here you can find a lot of historical sites. Beautiful. Wow. I love this here, you know, you got like a huge sand beach. Wonderful. I love it here. This is beautiful. This place is absolutely stunning. I continue. Once in Vung Tau, people will think of the sea. I choose Phuc Hai fishing village as my first destination in this journey to begin exploring this land. Welcoming the dawn in Phuc Hai fishing village is special for me. The whole place is so quiet and peaceful, with only the sound of waves breaking on the shore. Then suddenly, the air is stirred by the busy coming back of all kinds of boats after a night fishing. I'm intrigued by all the bustle and friendliness of the local fishermen. Without having the time and opportunity to go fishing offshore for months, I choose to participate in the daily work of the fishermen here. This morning, there's a vessel returning after more than a month of fishing at sea. And a corner of the village becomes bustling with the transport of seafood being brought to shore. Daily catch for today. The crabs they are fishing taken from the boat all the way in the back. They're quite heavy. They're about 10 kilograms per bag. So imagine you take two, that's a proper workout in the morning. And you can also see that the guys, they're very muscular. They're strong, fit men. So it's a good workout in the morning. The first thing that I felt there was like, wow, this is a fisherman's village, true one. The people, they're industrious, but also they're a good bunch of people that enjoy life. We had a good laugh, not only one, several laughs, and they make jokes together. They share the hard work, the hard labor, and they share life together. The older generation, the elderly, they're fit, they're healthy, and I think that by being active, and by going out of the house, not stay in the house, go out, go on the boat, and then come back with a catch to make a living is very rewarding. We went back, they were all sitting, sharing a cigarette, sharing a bottle of water, tapping each other on the shoulder like, good job! And that shows the communal feeling. And then you can see that mostly the women, they stay on the shore. So they will collect the fish, they will clean the fish, and they will make sure that it gets to where it should go next. Of course, that's the economic link to the local markets, to the local trucks that will drive to Vung Tau city. meet an elderly couple. The way they work on the sea gives me a better look and understanding of the life of fishermen in this village.
Đây 53 tuổi, ông chồng 56 tuổi. Hai vợ chồng làm 20 năm nay rồi. Có 20 năm nay mà người làm lúc làm cũng sống. Sau này người đò. Mà làm khi trời im, khi trời sống. Khi im ngon lắm mà khi sống bự lắm. Khổ cũng vẫn làm.
In the past, Nhớ and her husband went fishing near the shore every day by a coracle. After that, they bought a small motorboat and switched to shipping as they still do now. But like fishing, their work depends a lot on the weather and good luck.
Có lúc 2-3 triệu, có lúc 500-700, có lúc vài 300, có lúc không có đồng nào.
Vô chừng lắm.
Vô chừng. Có khi dậy 2 giờ khuya, có khi 5 giờ sáng. Trời im mình chữ nhiều, trời sống mình chữ ít.
Mà nói đúng ra là sống đâu quen đó à. Chứ... Thấy già cả rồi, lớn tuổi đâu cũng phải làm thôi, có làm mới có ăn.
We're now on the big boat that goes out on the sea for about 2 weeks, and it just got back. And you can see the catch is absolutely amazing. Like sometimes they go out and they can barely catch anything, but now they have kilos of seafood and fish. So it's a good catch, very good. As you can see, this is one of the bigger ones that they catch. Super good big crab. For today's catch, they caught 5 tons of fish and seafood. Huge catch. Today is a lucky day for Nhớ and her husband. The sea is peaceful and they've performed a good transportation of the catch. The spirit of the people here is great. They just constantly go up and down with their boats. Sometimes they catch something, sometimes maybe they don't. But it doesn't really affect them. They are very happy people, enthusiastic, and as you can see, they're making jokes. When we were on the boat, you know, they're laughing with each other, they're making jokes, and I love that. The spirit of the people here is really great. They're very active people enjoying their life, even though sometimes it's hard, difficult, but on the other times also very good.
Xưa ở đây nhà lá không à?
Xưa ở đây là nhà lá không à. Nhà lá từ mái không à.
Số
với lại
6
đất không à. Còn bây giờ là làm bờ kè đây là chắc cũng
qua đây luôn.
5 năm bờ kè ta muốn lên nhà tô. Nói thẳng ra làm nghề này người ta cũng phải có người có người không, có người giàu người nghèo. Bây giờ là nói thẳng ra không còn nhà lá nữa hết.
With the Vietnamese culture that I love is your industrious lifestyle and your eagerness to improve life.
Bạn không chuyện, để hết bạn á mời về nhà ăn cơm, chẳng hạn như cá tư rồi ghẹ rồi ăn uống rồi, rồi làm quen chứ lạ sao quen. Khi nào gặp lại á về nhà. Có sao quen về nhà. Ăn cơm. Hello cô Lửa. Cô Lửa. The area of Phuc Hai is in Long Hai district, Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu province. It was formed about 300 years ago. Among the ancient fishing villages in Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu, Phuc Hai village has the oldest history. The residents of Phuc Hai have lived mainly of fishing. Until today, 80% of the Phuc Hai people do jobs related to the sea. Phuc Hai fish sauce and dried fish are the 2 famous products renowned throughout the region. You could clearly see that this is a fisherman's village. It's not a dying trade, you know. You could see 3 generations working together and the skills will be passed on by the parents to their children and then further on to the grandchildren as well.
Phuc Hai fishing village easily attracts tourists by the beauty of the pristine beaches and the beauty of the simple life here. But there's another thing that I'm very eager to tell you. Your trip to Phuc Hai will never be complete without having seen a special man. According to the fishermen here, the fishing village Phuc Hai has a man who can hear the breath of the fish. With this skill, and I was in the beginning like, this is really the first time I hear about this. Like, I've been with some fishermen around in my life, I've talked to different fishermen, I've been on boats, I've been fishing myself for several times. But no, this is the first time that for me to hear about this skill. I've asked the locals a lot about this special man. It's taken me a lot of time to find him. Finally, I meet him. He is Bailio, who can hear the fish, and I wish to tell you his story. Bailio is now over 70 and no longer works. He stopped his career nearly a decade ago due to health reasons. But in response to my desire to learn about his special talent, he agrees to show me.
Hồi xưa là cái nghề là chài Phuc Hai là nếu mà đi làm chỉ có là 2 nghề thôi. Một nghề là lưới lặn nghe cá, một nghề là lưới rơi. 2 nghề là cái như lặn xuống nghe con cá sâu có thể là 50-60 mét nó kêu, nhưng mà lặn chừng nửa mét nước thôi. Không nghe con cá nó kêu, nghe cái hơi con cá, cái hơi của nó thở.
According to Bailio, listening to fish breathe means hearing the sound when the whole fish moves. When a school of fish move, they will make noise. Different fish species emit different noises. Fishermen use this experience in fishing. That's how the fish hearing is formed. So far, no one knows who is the father of the profession. This skill has been taught for generations to generations in Phuc Hai since long ago. How old were you when you started the job as fisherman?
Tôi làm cái nghề đánh cá này năm là 17 tuổi. 17 tuổi. Nhưng mà cái nghề lặn nghe cá là cái như là ông cha là cái như truyền lại. Lúc mà nghe cá được là lúc năm là 19 tuổi rồi. Đi 2 năm đi biển. Tập sự. Cái nghề này tập thì nếu mà có năng khiếu mà hiểu biết thì trong vòng 6 tháng. 6 tháng thôi. Còn nếu không hiểu biết rồi 5 năm cũng chưa có rành nữa. Chưa rành nghe con cá nữa. Người lặn nghe cá này là nó rất cực khổ. Là 4 giờ sáng nhảy xuống nước rồi, lặn xuống nước để mình nghe cá chi. Có chỗ đó thì mình ở đó, mình bủa lưới. Còn không có, mình chạy cái điểm khác, tiêu hướng khác đó. Đó, cho nên cái nghề này là rất khổ. Chịu lạnh, chịu nắng, chịu mưa. Có sức mới làm nổi.
I'm Dutch. Of course, we have a lot of sea, we have a lot of rivers, and we have a lot of fishermen. And a big industry is fishing. This is new for me. Do people want to keep your way of listening to the fish? Or do they put more trust in the modern equipment when they go fishing?
Bây giờ ở đây thí dụ máy hồi xưa là không có, bây giờ máy là coi như cái định vị đó, là coi như giò cá đó, màn hình nổ lên cái màn hình đó, cá đó là coi như chung quanh đầu chừng ít trăm mét thôi. Nhưng mà không có bằng cái nghề mà 2 lỗ tai nghe, con cá nó vào xa. Mình bủa lưới xong rồi mà chưa kéo lên ghe, mà biết độ là coi như mấy tấn rồi, kéo lên ghe trên lợi chừng tạ 50 kg thôi. Bây giờ là coi như có nhiều người muốn tập cái làm cái nghề này không. Còn cũng một số anh em muốn tập lắm, nhưng mà nhiều khi ta không có năng khiếu, ta học hỏi không được, ta không có tập. Vậy.
Today, so they can use sonar, they can use all kinds of maps and other equipment, you know, to check where the fish are. But then still, if you have this person the ability to find where they exactly are, you'll have a better catch. So still till today, the tradition of the skill is still relevant in modern era. So that's cool. I think that's really interesting. Can you show me some of the sounds? I'm very curious about how the different fish have a different sound.
Ví dụ tôi nói ví dụ như nhiều loại cá kêu khác nhau. Như chẳng hạn tôi nói loại cá mà sóc Cá sóc nanh á, nó kêu á là kêu về, ví dụ mình lặn xuống nước nghe cụp cụp ha, là con cá sóc nanh nha, cụp cụp là con cá sóc nanh. Còn con cá mà ngao á thì nó kêu á lục đục 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 đục, lục đục lục đục lục đục lục đục là loại cá ngao. Còn con cá mà lu đù á, nó cũng kêu bụp bụp nhỏ nhỏ, nó kêu là nhỏ hơn nữa, bụp 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 nhỏ. Đúng chính xác, nhiều loại cá lắm.
I gotta be honest, in the beginning I was a bit like, really? Is this true? Like you can dive under the water and have an ability to not only hear the fish but also to be able to listen to a sound and differentiate between the different types of fish?
Bây giờ bắt đầu bây giờ.
Vâng.
Mình xuống mình lặn.
Ok.
Và đằng này hướng dẫn tập đẳng lặn luôn.
Tốt.
Ha. Nghe gì không? Nghe cái mấy cái quả quay không có. Bây giờ nước cá bây giờ mình lặn đây.
Vâng.
Mà ví dụ cái lỗ tai mình xây vòng như nè. Hướng nào thì cá hướng đó.
Vâng ạ.
Hướng ở đẳng lặn. Cái quả quay hướng nào thì dưới nước có cá thì cũng vậy.
Vâng.
Nha, lặn theo lần này.
Vâng ạ.
Nghe hướng nào cũng như cánh quả chạy nè ha. Nghe hướng đó. Nhưng mà cặp cá cũng vậy nữa. Con cá cũng như ở đây. Nghe cũng phải nó kêu là coi như phải hạn là 500-700 mét nha. Nhưng mà ở xa nữa mấy ngàn mét. Nhưng mà ở xa là con cá. Ở xa là con cá nó không có kêu, nghe hơi gió.
Wow, this time I hear something, but it's not a fish. It's the boat, it's the engine I hear. No fish. Ciao con nha.
Đó, nghe cánh quả. Cái cánh quả.
Vâng.
Nhưng mà cái cá mà nó làm hư á là khác hơn cái này. Không phải như quậy như vậy, khác nữa. Cho nên mình dễ nhận con cá nó làm hư, con cánh quả làm hư. Dễ nhận.
Let me try one more time. See if I can hear the fish. It's tricky. If you go deeper, it's easier, I noticed. You can hear the sound, but I'm now only hearing that sound, which are the boats. No, I couldn't. So it's not that everybody can do it. I dived, I tried to stay quiet in the water, not to make any sounds, but I couldn't hear any fish. So it's definitely a special skill. You know, I can swim very well. Very easy for me to swim, but to dive and to stay stable, you can see the waves. They go tick, 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 tick into your ears. I can't hear anything. It's almost like the water goes in your ear and you can't hear it. So you gotta stay very stable, like this. But still, because of the waves, I hear nothing. I just hear the water. So honestly, even for me, good swimmer, very difficult technique to hear clearly the fish in the water. Not something for me today. It's difficult. Although I did not hear any fish, I'm still happy to know about this profession and have a chance to practice it with Bailio. Today is the first day of the 7th lunar month. Bailio takes me to a place in the village that helps me understand more about what the sea really means to the fishermen here. The whale worshipping is a folk belief in the coastal areas of Central and South Vietnam, spreading from Thanh Hoa province all the way to the coastal provinces of the south. The overwhelming dependence on nature makes fishermen believe in the protection of the sea gods. Fishermen in Phuc Hai village also worship the whale as a sea god called Ka Ong, or sacredly the god of Nam Hai. "15 years ago, this cemetery dedicated to Ka Ong was built by the local people on an area of 6,500 square meters. Unlike other coastal areas, where fishermen just bury Ka Ong scatteredly, in Phuc Hai the whales are carefully buried in a well-organized area. The Ka Ong cemetery is located near the sea and facing the sea. I'm here at the whale graveyard. Here the people worship the sea god of Nam Hai, and more than 100 whales are buried here. The fishermen, when they go out on the sea and they find a dead whale, they believe the god protects them, and they have to bring back the whale to shore, and then they bury it here. I'm sitting next to the oldest grave. This one is here nearly 3 years. The ritual here will be, they will bury the fish, they will bury the whale for 3 years, and after 3 years they will dig up the bones and then bring it to the temple. As you can see here, about 100 whales are buried on this graveyard.
Ông Đậu là để cho bà con bá tánh an cư lạc nghiệp, hay vấn đề là bình an hàng năm trôi qua. Các chỗ cũng đến đây để tham quan di tích ở đây. Mộ của ông ở tỉnh Rịa Vũng Tàu mình, mà nói riêng của thị trấn Đất Đỏ này ở Phuc Hải là mộ của ông là tỷ lệ là cao nhất. Bị chỗ này là chỗ thờ cúng, mà ông là ngự. Những ghe, chủ ghe đến Bắc Sa Bờ gặp ông là về đây là nó ăn chôn cất rất là đông. Nếu ông mà to nhất ở đây thì khoảng độ là 1,4 tấn, tấn rưỡi. Còn ông thường thường là khoảng 800.
The elderly in the village do not know exactly about the history of whale worshipping. It has been passed down for generations. At this temple, dedicated to Ka Ong, there are about 388 whale skeletons. According to these fishermen, Ka Ong is worshipped by the fishermen as their ancestors. Wow. Very special temple for me. It's not something you often see. This is the first time in my life I've ever seen a temple that's dedicated to whales and the whole worship of these beautiful, magnificent animals in the sea. And I find it very, very good that these people have a very strong relationship with these animals, and that they even believe that they are their ancestors when they see them on the sea. So this is for me probably the most unique temple I've ever seen in Vietnam. It's super special. At the temple, there were 2 ladies, the wives of the fishermen, coming. They were a bit emotional because their men were away on a long fishing trip to the East Sea, and they were worried that, are they okay? What is going on with them on the boat? And they came to the temple of the whale worship to pray, to ask for protection from the whales. That shows that they truly have a connection with these animals in the sea.
Mấy chị là người dân ở đây, khi đến đây là Kinh Ông mình đã rất là linh nghiệm.
Vâng.
Mỗi lần muốn ước nguyện là cái gì tới Kinh Ông á là ông phải độ cho tai qua nạn khỏi hết. Nên mấy chị có chắc là tin những gì ông. Nên ngày nào cũng đến đây thắp nhang ông. Ở ven biển là ai cũng phải biết truyền thống của cá ông này. Là cho nên người ta rất là tín ngưỡng. Rồi mỗi lần ở trong lòng mà gặp chuyện gì trắc trở thì đi thắng ông sẽ được cho mình bình yên.
a relationship with their environment and a connection to these animals that touched my heart. And we should cherish these worshipping places. Who knows, in the future it become a UNESCO World Heritage. That will be an ideal thing, I think, for this community. So my trip to Phuc Hai fishing village ends with lots of nice emotions. A new day begins. The cycle of life resumes. The hard-working fishermen here continue to set sail with a strong belief in the protection of Kaong. I've got a feeling that only when coming to Phuc Hai village do I clearly feel the connection between humans and the sea.